Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa and you are watching the Exploring Oracle, or the Exploracle for short. Today we will be taking a look at this really fun deck, the Zombie Tarot. So it says here, Insight and Ammunition, a Mystical Prediction Oracle with card deck and instructions. So these are the sides of the box and this is the back. Okay, so this doesn't have a finger cut out, so you kind of need to let gravity do its thing to open up the box. And it's actually designed as like an ammo, ammo box, which is really fun and quirky. And I like the creativity of this deck a lot. So the guidebook looks like this. It looks like it's been aged. So keeping in theme with the, like the zombie apocalypse. Yeah. The Zombie Tarot, your weapon of choice, how to conduct a reading. You have here some spreads and then the meanings of the cards. And I'll just show you. It really, there's some meanings or understanding the suits and the numbers. So you have meanings for the numbers. Conducting a reading, you have here your spreads. The beginner, the broken heart, some prompts. Some prompts for the spread, the gravestone, the eyeball. So really creative and keeping in theme with the deck. Then the major arcana. So the art style is, I'm not sure what it's called. Vintage. Very vintage looking. So you have keywords and then the meanings, and it is in line with the theme of the cards, or the art in the cards, and it's really very creative and nicely done. That I don't know, this deck just feels like it was well thought of, keeping in line with the theme, by somebody who knows knows tarot. It's not just a novelty deck as much as it looks like one, because it's a zombie tarot. It's really really well thought of. Yes. Okay, so that's the inside of the box. Then these are the backs. They are not reversible, not gilded. Cardstock is matte. It's not too thin. Actually, I like how it feels. I'm gonna shuffle it. It shuffles well. It does feel a little bit cardboardy, but it feels like it'll hold up. And I think that the more you shuffle it, it might feel better in the hand. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let me zoom in and we can take a closer look at the cards. Alright, so let's start. So definitely the art style is in line with the theme. So there are a lot of zombies, body parts, decaying flesh, and all that. I know it sounds like to me it's not scary, but I have been watching a lot of scary films since I was young. It's one of the genres that I enjoy. So take that with a grain of salt when I say that this isn't it isn't scary, or it isn't disturbing, because because I guess it should be, but maybe I've been desensitized by media and the things that I've watched or read, that this one doesn't really feel scary to me. Although there are some images that kind of give me pause, like for example for the star. And this one. Oh, and if you are looking for a good zombie flick or series, I highly recommend All of Us Are Dead. It is a Korean series, TV series, but it is dubbed, or you can watch it dubbed. It is available on Netflix, and it is probably by far my favorite zombie story series as of now. It's just really well done, amazing. I love that show, and I can't wait for season 2. But yeah, so that is my zombie recommendation. The Undead Are Victorious for the Six of Wands. I would honestly even describe this as a charming deck. You might find me weird, but it is. There's a certain charm to it that I like. It's maybe charm is not the right word, but I find it really, really interesting. Two of Cups. And I think it's a deck that you can use year round. I don't necessarily do. I got this. This is actually one of my earlier decks that I got either late last year when I was just first starting, or early this year. But I used it once or twice. You know, kind of got a feel for it, and I liked the readings that I got from it, and then I kept it because I felt it would be better used once the Burr months, spooky season comes around. But definitely, it's like you can read with it year round. But I guess because of the theme, it can be a seasonal deck. But this is unique enough and clever enough that it definitely has a place in my collection, even though it is a seasonal deck. And some other cards or some other decks that fit in that category would be the Halloween Tarot, or the Samhain Oracle, the Witches series, because those are seasonal. You have Yule, you have Samhain, Beltane, in line with the Sabbats. And even though I've used the Beltane Oracle the most, yeah, it does have a seasonal feel to it, and I still want to keep it, even though I would only bring it out once every few months. And this one, definitely will be keeping this deck, even though I haven't really read with it much, because it just has this charm. I have no better word to use for that. There's also a similar deck like this, which is the Housewives Tarot, which designs the cards as like recipe cards. I was tempted to get it, but I don't really connect with the thought, I guess, with the theme, as much as I do with this zombie tarot. And lastly, the King of Hazards. So yeah, they have renamed the Pentacle suit to Hazards, but the other suits are the same. Okay, so let's zoom in and I'll show you how this deck shuffles. Or I meant to say zoom out to show you how this deck shuffles. So it's a little bit thicker than your average tarot, which makes it a little bit challenging for me, but I can still shuffle it. And again, this is one of those decks that I feel like the more you work with it, the easier it would get to shuffle. I will likely edge this in black. The reason for it is because I'm not sure if you can see, but the edges are showing signs of shuffling, which is fine. I mean, you know, these are cards, but yeah, I think I would prefer that these would be edged. Can also side shuffle. Oh. Why am I shuffling it the other way around? Oh, by the way, I don't really read reversals. I usually read the reverse meaning when depending on the position in the spread, but I don't particularly like reading reversals, and it's primarily because I just want my deck all upright. Silly reason, I know, but yeah, that's how I read. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, then that card wants to be read. And we will be reading for the Two of Swords, one of my favorite cards. Okay, the Two of Swords. The key words you have here are indecision, difficult decisions, or different views. And it says, you're trapped between two choices as the zombies approach. The shotgun or the handy chainsaw you bought for emergencies. You may be procrastinating because you lack information. Dig a little deeper to learn all you can, but don't wait too long before making a decision. You can't hold back these zombies forever. And of course, it is written in such a way so that it's in line with the theme, but it's so easy to understand and relate this particular meaning to your everyday life, or you know, your question. So it has enough information, it has enough depth for me to really learn you know, the meanings, or to interpret the cards that I get. And it actually makes it a lot easier to read, because sometimes too much information can overwhelm you. And I realize that because I'm doing a little bit of a deep dive on the Tarot of Vampires, and it definitely has a lot of information and all that, but sometimes if you just want a quick message or a quick read, these would be the types of decks and the types of guidebooks that I would reach out for, because it's a lot more easy to understand, you know, doesn't really require too much in-depth knowledge, but you can get your answers or your guidance. And again, it's really creative. I mean, I keep saying it's charming. It's charming in its own little way. And yeah, I really like this deck. And yeah, if you like zombies, if the art interests you, you could check this out. It is a mass market deck, and it's readily available on Amazon or wherever you buy your cards. So if you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button, and please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. I post tarot related content at least once a week, and I will see you again next time. Bye!